Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will learn about the new important concept in the C programming language, that is functions. So what is a function in the C programming language? So let's try to see about the definition of this one. So function is a self-contained block of code that performs a specific task. So this is the definition of a function. A function is a self-contained block of code that performs a specific task. Functions help make programs modular, reusable, and easier to understand. So functions help make programs modular, reusable, and easier to understand. There are basically two main types of functions in the C programming. So one is library functions. These are built-in functions like printf, scanf, which we have seen in our earlier programs. And another one is the user-defined functions. Functions that the programmer creates like message, utility. So these are all user-defined functions which we will be creating in a couple of minutes afterwards. We will try to create it. So these are user-defined messages, functions which we will be creating by our own. And these are all self-built-in messages that are available in the library functions. So let's try to see the structure of a C program with the function. So I will try to explain you the structure of a C program. So the structure of a C program with functions. A C program can have one or more functions. If there are multiple functions, the program always starts execution with the main function. So this is commonly we know. The program always starts execution with the main function only. Other functions are called invoked from the main. So if you want to call other functions, means those should be invoked from the main or from other functions. So that is the main structure of a C program. C program can have one or more functions. If you are having multiple functions, means the program always it starts execution with the main function. After executing of the main function, then the other functions will be invoked from the main or other functions. So let's try to understand the key components in the function. So this one I will try to explain you the key components of main function. So first one is the function prototype declaration. So before using any function, first of all you must declare it. So that means you must declare the function. Example, something like void message. So this one is the declaration. So here void indicates that the function does not return any value. Message means the name of the function. So this is the main key components of function. First one is the declaration of the message, and here first one is the return type. What is the return type that the function returns? Indicates that the function does not return any value, and you are having the name of a function. So I will try to show you the definition of a function. So the definition of a function in such a way that you will be having here. I will show you. So here this is the definition of a function. So void message. So this one is the definition of a function you will be having, and here in this one you can write printf. So function program or whatever the code you want, you can do it. So this is the definition of a function. So now function call. To execute the function, you need to call it. So now you have mentioned the function. So in order to execute this function, you need to call it. So normally how you will be calling this one is directly like a message. So wherever you want it, you can call directly like a message like this. That's it. So when a function is called, control is transferred to this function. After the function completes its task, control returns to the point where it was called. So that is the main function call, how it will happen. So I will try to show you a simple program with one function so that you will be able to have a clear understanding about this one. So here if you try to see, here is a simple function. So hash include, the header files has been included. So here I am declaring the function prototype void message. So this is the function prototype which we are trying to use it. And here we are having int main, and we are calling the message function, and we are printf, and we are returning the 0. So here the function definition is there. So here we have mentioned the function prototype, and here the function definition is there. So void message, and here we are printing f. Now if you try to run the program for this one, okay, so you will be having like this. So you will be able to see the output. So I will try to explain you. The program normally has two functions. One is main function and another one is the message function. Main function is the starting point of the program, so which you people already know, and the message means it is a user defined function. So that means the user has created this function. The function message is declared at the top. So here we have declared at the top void message, and next one is defined later. So there is nothing but this is the definition defined, and we are calling in the main function using the message like this. This is the function call. So when message is called, the control transfer to it after printing the statement, its statement. So whatever the message is, whatever the statement is there in the message, after printing its statement, The control returns to the main and continues the execution from here. So that's why you will be able to see the smile has been outputted first, and then afterwards the printf has been outputted. So this thing. So now example 2, I want to explain you about the another example. So here we are having only single function, right? If you are having a multiple functions, how you will try to call it? Let's try to see. So I have a code with me, so let's try to paste it here. So here we are having a simple function. So I will try to explain you this one. This program defines and calls three user defined functions: Italy, Brazil and Argentina. So here we are having the three functions, multiple functions we are having: Italy, Brazil and Argentina, and these are the function prototypes. So just we are mentioning this at the top, okay, declaring at the top. Now definition, the function definitions is at the bottom. So void Italy, void means the function does not return anything, and we are printing f, and we are printing, and we are printing. So here Italy means I am in Italy, Brazil means I am in Brazil. So respective functions definitions we have implemented it here. Now if you try to see how we have called this one, control starts in the main function. So normally when you try to execute this C program, so run means, so normally the control starts in the main program. So that is the reason you will be able to see the first output is I am in the main. So that means, so this line has been executed. Then afterwards the function call has been called Italy. So here the control will transfer it to here, and it will try to print the I am in Italy. So after printing I am in Italy, here you will be able to see the output. Then again the control transfers to where it has been went. So here it will start again Brazil. So here it will print the Brazil, and again the control will transfer to the main function. So next the line it needs to be executed is the Argentina. So it has printed the Argentina at the last, and now again it has returned, the control is transferred to the main function. So here return 0. So it will execute the function, the execution will be completed. So after each time function completes, control returns to the main function. So that is the main thing which you need to understand it clearly. So that this is all about the function definition, function declaration, function definition, and also the function calling. So how we will be doing. So this is the basic functionality how we will be doing. So now you need to understand the important points that needs to be considered while we are using the functions. So I will try to explain you about this one. For example, let's say that I will give you one by one points. So I have the points with me. First one is the execution order. So functions are executed in the order they are called. So that means how the program has been called. So here it has been called Italy, Brazil, like this, right? So functions will be executed how they are called, not the order they are defined. So they define not the order they are defined. So how they are called. So those type only it will be executed. Main function. Every C program must have exactly one main function. So this is main thing you need to understand. Main is the starting point of the execution. So you should have only in every C program only one main function, and it is the starting point of the execution. Calling functions. Functions can call other functions. Even main can call itself through. This is rare. Though this is a rare, even main can call itself. Multiple calls. A function can be called multiple times from different places in the program. So this one also you can do it. Function cannot be defined. Another restriction is function cannot be defined inside other functions. So for example, if you want to define the function, means function cannot be defined in another function. For example, let's say that here you will be having like this. So this one is incorrect. So you are having an into main function, and inside this main function you are trying to declare the function, means, so this one is incorrect. So this one is also you need to understand. So now, so these are the important points that you need to consider. So there are basically two types of function. I already told you, right? Now you will be able to understand about the two types of function. One is the library function. Those are predefined functions like printf and scanf. These are stored in the libraries and provided by the compiler. And the next one is the user defined functions. Those are created by the programmer. Just now we have seen it, right? Message, Italy, and all those things. So these are the two different types of functions which we have learned. So now why we use these functions? So you need to get an idea that why we need to use this function. First one is the modularity. So what is this modularity? It breaks the program into smaller and manageable parts. So the code, instead of writing line by line very big lines, so we can divide the code into different parts in such a functions. And another one is the reusability. Functions can be reused multiple times. And readability makes the code easier to read and maintain. So these are the use of the functions in the C programming language. In the summary of this video, so what we have learned, so you need to understand. So you need to understand functions are the basic building blocks of the C program. So that is one thing. Every program must have a main function, Other functions can be created and called as needed. Functions make programs easier to write, debug and maintain. So this is all about the pure definition of the functions, how we can declare it, how we can define and how we can call it. Hope you understood about this concept. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.